Hello everyone, I hope you are all fine. Today we are going to start the second part of the Monday morning chapter because before we have started the chapter and up to here we have already finished. Spirit from here will start, and before that, what was the story? Story was about this boy Tom Sawyer who doesn't want to go to school on Monday because every Monday we small children also feeling that coziness that they don't want to go to school. So Tom Sawyer also felt like that, and he make reasons how to get avoid to go school. So he try to make reasons that his aunt should get convinced, and his aunt will not allow him to go to school. But he tried to do some tried to some tell some lies about that. So we'll go through the story right now. But Sid slept unconscious. So Tom groaned louder. Before that, what happened? Before that, Tom felt loose teeth in front of his. Tom felt a loose teeth. After that, he tried to reason that he had a sore toe. But after that, he fled. That but Sid slept on unconscious. Tom groaned louder. He fancied he was really feeling pain in the toe. No result from Sid. Tom was panting with his exhaustion by this time. He took a rest and then swelled himself up and faced a succession of admirable groans. Means he was trying, when we are feeling pain, that time we are making some types of noises and groans. So he was also making that type of more noises with groans. Sid ignored him. Snit snored on. Snored means in Bengali it is called nagdaka, no? Like that. Tom was aggravated. He said, Sid, Sid, and shook him. This course worked well, and Tom began to groan again. Tom was calling to Sid, but Sid was snoring. So suddenly Sid wake up, and suddenly Tom started to groan. Sid yawned, stretched, then brought himself up on his elbow with a snort, and began to stare at Tom. Tom went on groaning. Tom, say Tom. No response. Here, Tom. Tom, what is the matter, Tom? Tom moaned out. Oh, don't, Sid. Don't joggle me. What's the meaning of joggle? Joggle means shake. Shake to or shake shaman. Oh, don't, Sid. Don't joggle me. Why? What's the matter, Tom? I must call Auntie. No, never mind. It will be over by and by. Maybe. Don't call anybody. I must. Don't groan so. Tom is awful. How long have you been this way? Hours. Oh, don't stir so. Sid, you will kill me. So Tom was saying to Sid that don't shake me, otherwise you'll kill me. Tom, why didn't you wake me sooner? Oh, Tom, don't. It makes my flesh crawl. What's the meaning of crawl? Fills me with fear. Fills me with fear. Crawl is two types. One is whose baby is crawling. In Bengal, it is called hamaguri. And another crawl is which fills me with fear. Means boy. To hear you, Tom, what is the matter? I forgive you everything, said. Groan. Everything you ever done to me when I am gone. Oh, Tom, you aren't dying, are you? Don't, Tom. I forgive everybody, said. Tell them so, said. And said, you give my cat with one eye to the girl with golden hair, and tell her. But Sid had snatched his clothes and gone. Tom was now suffering in reality. Now Tom is suffering in reality. So handsomely was his imaginations working, and his groans had gathered quite a genuine tone. Sid flew downstairs and said, oh, Aunt Polly, come, Tom's dying. So now Sid went to call Aunt Polly. So Tom is dying. Dying? Yes, Auntie, don't wait, come quick. Rubbish, I don't believe it. Auntie told, rubbish, I don't believe it. But she fled upstairs, nevertheless, with Sid and Mary at her heels. Her face grew white. Her lip trembled. Tremble means shaken up. When she reached the bedside, she gasped out. What's the meaning of gasp? Spoke in a breathless way. Means in Bengali you can say নিঃশ্বাস নিয়ে কথা বলা জোরে জোরে নিঃশ্বাস নিয়ে breathless way. gasped out. You, Tom? Tom, what's the matter with you? Oh, auntie, I am. What's the matter with you? What is the matter with you, child? Oh, auntie, my sore toe, mortified. Means sore toe means he's telling to his auntie that his sore toe is paining. The old lady sank down into a chair and laughed a little, then cried a little, then did both together. This restored her, and she said, Tom, what a turn you gave me. Now you shut up that nonsense and climb out of this. So, now auntie told to Tom, what? What a turn of you gave me. Now you shut up that nonsense and climb out of this. The groan ceased and the pain vanished from the toe. So the pain vanished from the toe. The boy felt a little foolish and he said, Aunt Polly, it seemed mortified and it hurt so much that I never minded my tooth at all. Your tooth indeed? What's the matter with your tooth? Now when auntie catch him that his toe was paining, but he was making little bit more groaning there so that auntie will feel the reality. But auntie caught him. Now he told that he already forgot about his tooth when he got hurt in his sore toe. Now auntie asked him, what happened to your tooth? Your tooth indeed. What's the matter with the tooth? One of them's loose and it aches perfectly awful. Means it's one of the teeth is loose, is already loosed. So it is paining awful. Tom told to his auntie, There, there, now don't begin that groan again. Open your mouth well. Your tooth is loose. But you are not going to die about that. Mary, get me a silk thread. Silk means in Bengali you can say shuta, silk thread, and a chunk of fire out of the kitchen. Oh, please, auntie, don't pull it out. And I don't want to stay home from school. Oh, you don't. So all this row was because you thought you would get to stay home from school. So now auntie caught Tom and said to Tom that you are doing all these things for because you don't want to go to school and go fishing. Tom, I love you so, and you seem to try every way you can to break my old heart with your outrageousness. Was outrageous, very shocking and unacceptable behavior. By this time, the dental instruments were ready. The old lady made one end of the silk thread fast to Tom's tooth with a loop and tied the other to the bedpost. Then she seized the chunk of fire and suddenly thrust it almost into the boy's face. The tooth hung dangling by the bedpost now. Now what happened? Auntie put one end of the silk thread with this tied with this tooth and other end to the bedpost. So and with one hand the chunk of fire came like that she will throw in his face. But suddenly all thread also tore down and his tooth came down. The tooth hung dangling by the bedpost now, but all trials being their compensations, as Tom wended to school after breakfast. He was the envy of every boy he met because the gap in his upper row of teeth enabled him to expectorate. In a new and admirable way, he gathered quite a following of lads interested in the exhibitions. There was one who felt jealous of Tom's new glory and said that it wasn't anything to spit like Tom's were sour grapes, said another one. Understand? This is a very beautiful story. You must read, then you can easily understand. It is very funny and understanding. Now you will do the homework. The previous day I have given you one question. I think I have not given you question this one. Wait. Okay. Now 1 to 6. 1 to 6 will be your homework. Question answers. You find your out. So page number 13. Questions number 1 to 6 will be your homework. Complete it. If you got any type of problem with the questions, ask me. I will help you in the WhatsApp group to find out the answers. Thank you very much.